everybody, it's Abby Cooper and Lewis Cooper, who is in the corner somewhere, I don't know why. Today, we are talking about, wait for it, keep waiting, stop waiting, editing! Woo! Oh, side note, I just got this shirt, and it has twirly sleeves. So apologies in advance if I just randomly start, being a bird in my sleeves. I really love this shirt. Okay, concentrating. In my last video, I was telling you all about revision, specifically my revision process on the book that I am working on now. And I have finished doing the major revisions, at least for this round. I have not finished forever. There's kind of no such thing when you're an author. That's okay. I mean, there is eventually, but it takes a while. Anyway, I am done with this round of revisions, which means it was time for me to go on to editing. A lot of the time, people think editing and revision are the same thing, but I'm here to tell you they are actually very different. And I mentioned this a little bit during my last video. I will post the link down below. Gosh, these sleeves! I will post the link down below in case you missed it. But just quick recap. Revision is basically what it sounds like. Revision. Seeing. Revision is where you look at your manuscript and try to see it again in a clearer, better, sometimes different way. You try to say, how could I improve this? How could I make this the best book I can? Do I need to delete things? Do I need to add things? Do I need to completely rewrite things? Because that happens a lot, and that's okay. No problem. That's what revision's for. Editing, however, is where you actually, the big things are done, the story is as strong as you can possibly make it. Now you're looking for things more like punctuation and capital letters and flow and word choice and kind of those smaller things that definitely make a big difference. But yeah, so one of my favorite things to do when I start editing is to make what's called a word cloud. If you are unfamiliar with word clouds, they are basically what they sound like. They are a bunch of words kind of in a cloud. It can be a literal cloud, not like a sky cloud, like a picture of a cloud, but it can also be really any other shape of your choosing. So what I do is I go to a word cloud website. There are many. You can really just Google word clouds and you'll get tons of choices. My favorite website is just wordclouds with an S.com. And on wordclouds.com, you can upload your document. So I literally have it upload my document of my full book, like all 200 some pages. And it actually does this fairly quickly, at least for my computer, yay. And then what it does is it creates this design where the larger the word is, the more instances there are of it in your document. So clearly, I'm just going to let you observe this and think to yourselves or say out loud, what word did I use the most in my manuscript? Okay, that should have been enough time for you to think or say it. I'm kind of random, right? But when I actually typed I'm into my manuscript, I discovered that I have used I'm like over 500 times, which on their own, that's okay. But imagine it, over 500 I'ms, like let's say we actually put them together. That'd be over 2 pages of a book. I'm. Now they are spread out, but it's just an interesting thing to be aware of. So as I am editing, as I'm choosing the right words and making my sentences flow, something for me to consider is all of these instances of I'm. Maybe there's a different way that I can say what I'm trying to say without starting the sentence with I'm. Maybe, there's just a different way to phrase that would make my story more interesting by adding variety. Same with say and try. What else is big? Big is big. Can. So all these big ones are important for me to notice, because these are words I should and will go through my manuscript to find. And I don't have to delete all of them, but I really do need to think, do I really need this here? A lot of these words are just kind of fillers, like we don't really need them. Like if they were gone, we would still understand the point of the sentence. So I really need to consider now, do I need those words? Can I delete them, or can I change them to be something more creative? And it's okay if I end up deleting a bunch of words and my book is a little shorter, because it's better to have a shorter book that's stronger and tighter rather than a long book that just goes on and is kind of unnecessarily wordy and doesn't get to the point the best and the fastest. So I'm going to go through these words. Word cloud is also really fun because you can choose different fonts, different colors, different shapes. I made another one for another manuscript that's a star. I'm just going to probably make these all the time forever now, and then eventually just make a wall of shapes with random words. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned. Let me know in the comments, what words do you tend to use the most in your stories or books? You can tell me this after you've made a word cloud, or if you just already know. Just is another one that I use a lot. But yeah, this is a really good editing technique. You know, editing is designed to help you make the tightest, strongest, most neatly crafted story or book or whatever that you can. So just a little tip for you, give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Frilly Sleeves. And I are out. Talk to you later. Bye.